I decided it'll be real fun to rank every single Nintendo Switch game. Well, not every single one.
How many Switch games are there?
1 billion. We're going to rank the top 10 best, according to the Wulff Den.
Okay.
This is the Wulff Den's picks for the best Switch games.
I can deal with that.
Now, some of these I know that I like more than other people will.
Okay.
So,
and also, I have not played anywhere near the amount of Switch games as you.
Yes. But, you're there to, like, break ties or move things around or tell me where I'm wrong, So, did I do this right? Okay, yeah. I have the little tier list thing up here. This isn't a tier list. I'm just gonna throw them in this tier list because this is the easiest way to do it. I'm gonna throw Smash Brothers over here because I know we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
What else? Breath of the Wild's got to go up there. Super Mario Odyssey's got to go up there. A lot of people were making fun of me, Will.
Why?
And they were saying that Super Mario Maker is going to be one of the top ones.
Well, yeah,
they're not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going to imagine Sonic Mania is going to be up there.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm going to throw that.
Absolutely.
I'm going to throw that on the list.
I feel like people are forgetting about that game because, it's had its time. It's over. It's done with. But don't forget about that game. It's one of the best games on Switch, on any system.
I'd be willing to bet that there's some that are going to be missing from this tier list.
Yeah.
Where the hell is Breath of... Oh, there. It's all the way at the bottom. This is going to be a pain in the ass. Where did it go? I keep dragging it up and losing it. Okay. All right, what are you doing right now?
I'm filling up our list.
What do you say? What are you talking about?
Before we started the show and you wanted to talk about the best Switch games, I started adding any Switch games that I haven't added to our backlog list, and I'm just filling in the blanks right now. So that's what I'm doing with my life.
Where's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu? I only see Eevee.
On your list?
No, on this tier list.
Oh.
I'm just going to put Eevee. They're the same game.
That might be one of those things where they just picked one.
Will, what is your absolute favorite Switch game?
It's hard to say. Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this.
Mario Odyssey is probably the game I played the most on the Switch.
What is that your favorite Switch game? Or even the best Switch game?
It's certainly up there.
I'm going to say yes, it's going all the way up to the top.
Yeah, it's certainly up there.
Until it gets contested.
Yeah, because it's so fun.
It's very fun.
It's so much fun.
Somebody in the chat, Anthony Williamson says Celeste. I forgot about Celeste. We got to put Celeste up there. Is it even on this list?
It was on our list.
Super Mario Odyssey, I think, is one of the most accessible games. It is one of the most grand games.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to start, hard to master, I would say. There's a good difficulty curve in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say... We want to mute these damn notifications. I'd say that Mario Odyssey is probably the best Switch game. Right up there along with it is probably Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, you're playing that right now.
Yes. I like it.
You're really talkative today.
Sorry. No, it's very good. I'm surprised by how much I like it. It's a very chill game. Like, you just go in, you futz around for a little bit, and then you could stop. I like that. I miss games like that where you can just pick it up for 5-10 minutes, do something, feel like you accomplished something, and then move on to something else.
How far have you gotten?
Not very far.
Have you done any Divine Beasts?
No,
I thought you were doing like one.
No, I'm up to where you start to do it, like you're about to do a Divine Beast. Mm-hmm. But I'm afraid to, because I feel like I'm not equipped for it. I feel like I don't have enough hearts. I don't have enough stamina. So I'm like, right now I'm just falling back and I'm trying to level myself up. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't feel like a grind because it always feels like I'm accomplishing something.
That's my favorite thing about Breath of the Wild is that no matter what you do in the game, you always feel like the game just opens up and lets you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And any which direction you go, it's your own choice, and it's always progressing towards the main goal of the game. So even though Zelda, we don't really like Zelda games.
Not really,
in the grand scheme of things. Because a lot of them is just you figuring out what to do and where to go.
Yeah.
And people like to say, oh, you just don't know anything. Well, no. The first time we play a Zelda game is always you trying to figure out what's going on. Some people think it's fun.
Yeah.
I think entire play sessions of you being lost is not very fun.
And I especially hate like when you're lost for something that you didn't do and the game doesn't even attempt to let you correct it.
Yeah.
Like that's a big problem I have with Zelda games.
So Breath of the Wild letting you do whatever you want and rewarding you for whatever it is that you're doing, I think it fixes a lot of what I don't like about
Absolutely.
Zelda.
I will knock it points for the weapon breaking.
Oh, yes.
That's dumb, and that should never be in any video game. I don't care what kind of video game it is.
So I will defend Zelda for that, Breath of the Wild, because I think that forces you to use all of the different weapons. Otherwise, you would just get the best weapon and just use that forever.
Well, yeah, I mean...
If the weapons break or degrade, then you're forced to try other stuff.
But it's a problem when, like, you have pretty decent weapons, and then they break in, like, 2 fights, and then you have to, like, stop, go through to, like, one of your crappier weapons, pull that out, and try to use it. You know, it's more of a hassle than, like, a challenge.
I would say it's similar to in The Last of Us when you have barely any ammo, and you have to manage your ammo in your inventory and use all the different weapons that you have.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, that game is not really a shooting game. You know, it's more of a stealth game, and like your brawling capabilities are strong enough so that like if you do find yourself in that situation, you can take the guy out, go run and hide. With Breath of the Wild, like if you're in the middle of a sword fight and your sword breaks, you have to like pause the action, open up your inventory, find a replacement sword, take it out. It's the same thing with your shield. It's the same thing with your bow. You know, I just don't think it works as well as Nintendo thought it would.
In The Last of Us, it's part of the game mechanics. It's survival. It's part of the whole survival aspect. In Breath of the Wild, I think they're trying to do that too. It's just
because I know like horror games do the same thing. But I don't like it in horror games, and I don't like it in this.
Right. Okay. So, who was it? Meowth in the chat said, Wulff Den just don't like JRPGs. And he's correct.
That's true.
So you probably won't be seeing any JRPGs on this list.
Yeah.
So listen, you can like JRPGs all you want, and you can put them on your own list. But we're not going to do that. All right, so no, we're not. This don't want to say the definitive order yet. We're just moving things around.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about Super Smash Brothers, Will?
Okay, so Super Smash Brothers is probably the best Smash Brothers game. Period. No discussion.
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate,
yes,
for the Nintendo Switch.
But my big problem with it, and it's the reason why I haven't played it in a long time. I hate unlocking characters in that game. It takes way too long. It's frustrating. You have to play it, 100 times with like every character. So, and everyone's like, oh, you just do this or you do this or you do this. And either way, like I don't want to have to grind to unlock 80 characters.
So I thought it wasn't out. It didn't take me long at all. I unlocked them fairly quickly. But that's my most played game on the Switch.
Right.
260 hours.
Yeah.
Is what I put into that game. So let's say if it took me 50 hours to unlock all the characters, that's not that much compared to the 260 that I played. But I don't think it took me that long. I think it took me only like a few hours.
It doesn't feel it feels like it's taken more than a few hours. It's just such a grind. Like I have a friend who like just got a Switch and he's playing it now and he's like, oh, it's all I do. Like I don't do anything else. I just try to unlock everybody.
Right.
It's a hassle. I almost wish that the Nintendo would just like, hey, for $30, just unlock all of them. Because I would do it.
That would be dumb.
I would absolutely do it.
It is a little ridiculous that they only gave you like 7 characters at the very beginning. But I mean, it gives you something to aspire to,
I guess.
I think it is definitely top 5 best Switch games.
Yeah. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it is. It's just that unlocking everybody sucks.
I'm asking you because you don't play it that much.
Right.
You've played it though.
Yeah.
A few times.
Yeah.
And I know that I play it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just wondering if somebody wants to buy 10 Switch games, like they just got a Switch and they want to buy 10, is this one that you would say yes? You need to buy this game.
Yes.
Okay.
Because like at the end of the day, it is one of the best Switch games. It's probably the best multiplayer game.
That's something I don't know why I wasn't considering.
Yeah, I mean it's got a lot of variety. It's got a lot of appeal to it. Just know that you're gonna be in for a grind, and it's a long grind.
AJ says Smash Ultimate's placing hinges on how good you are at the game. I think he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you love the game, you're probably good at it because you probably dump a lot of hours into it, you know? So I think that has a lot to do with it. But some people just aren't into fighting games, and I respect that.
Yeah,
I'm usually not, but Smash Bros. Is a really fun one. And like you said, it's a great part. It's probably the best party game on the Switch.
Yeah.
Other than some indie stuff like Duck Game.
Or Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Mario Kart is the best party game if you're going to have people who don't play video games.
Absolutely.
Smash Brothers, I would say, if everybody knows their way around a controller,
yeah,
Smash Brothers is a little more fun.
Yeah.
I don't like Mario Kart that much. I think it's good, and it's, again, great if you are playing with people who don't play games much because it's very accessible.
My friends and I have a nickname for Mario Kart. It's called "Fuck You, the Racing Game," because when you play the race, it always tries to screw you.
Yeah, if you're doing it punishes you for doing well.
Yeah.
And it rewards you for doing really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's so accessible because no matter what, you'll be hovering around the middle somewhere, If you're bad at the game, you're still going to be placing every other match or so. You're going to be placing at least a few matches. So that's why I don't like Mario Kart. Also, I'm terrible at it. I'm absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
There's some, I think the difficulty curve it takes a hard turn. Like it doesn't matter how good you are at the game unless you're amazing at the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're amazing, that you can get around the blue shells and all that stuff. But if you can like hover back until the very end of the match and then floor it forward so you don't get hit by any blue shells and you get all the good items. So Mario Kart, I don't know if it makes it on the list, to be honest. There's so many other games that I would much rather put on the list.
You're right, but I would still put it on there just because it feels like it's an essential Switch game.
All right, so Will, Sonic Mania.
Absolutely.
I think this is one of your favorite games.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely one of the best Sonic games. It's definitely one of the best 2D platformers of this generation. It is just fantastic. Great level design, fantastic music, fun and interesting boss battles. It's challenging and difficult without being frustrating. It takes everything you like about Sonic games and nothing you hate from it. And it's a celebration of one of the best video game characters of all time.
I think it is also one of the best games on the Switch. It is one of the best Sonic games. Sonic, there's a lot of people who say Sonic doesn't have any good games. There's a lot of people who say...
Those people can die.
There's a lot of people who say Sonic 3 isn't a good game. I think that Sonic 3 is one of the best games of all time. And I think Sonic Mania takes that and improves on it.
Oh, yeah.
So, I think that Sonic Mania definitely is one of the best Switch games. However, there are a lot of Switch games. There are a lot of great Switch games.
A lot of Switch games.
So again, if somebody's buying a Switch and they wanted to buy 10 games, would you say you need to get Sonic Mania?
Yeah, I would absolutely throw that in there.
And Sonic Mania Plus is also
well, that goes without saying.
Okay, now here's the question. Where does Sonic Mania get placed and where does Celeste get placed?
See, I've never played Celeste, even though people have been telling me to buy it.
Celeste is amazing. Yeah. Celeste is one of the best platformers on the Switch. So that's a hard question for me.
Right.
Where Celeste goes and where... You know what? There's also Mario Maker, Will. Everybody's telling me I'm going to put Mario Maker number 1. And you know what? I think it deserves number 1 in my heart. But I know that it's not for everybody.
Right.
I know that it's not as accessible. Even though it's a very simple concept, there's a lot of nuances to it that you learn from like the meta of playing levels over and over again. Like for example, when I made a level and then you played it, you didn't realize that whenever you're in a locked room with a boss, the boss probably has the key.
Yeah.
And that's just something you learn by playing the game.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say Mario Maker is as accessible as basically any other Mario game.
Right.
But it's one of my favorite games of all time.
Right.
So,
well, if we're going by that, then Resident Evil 4 is one of the best games on the Switch.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Mario Maker would be my number one because it's my favorite, but this is the Wulff Den list.
Right.
We got to come up with it together.
Okay.
And it's like, I guess, our recommendations.
Yeah. Well, I've heard nothing but good things about Celeste. Like nobody's ever said anything bad about it, even though I haven't played it. You know, if you're saying it's one of the best games on the Switch, I'm willing to agree to put it on our list.
I think I have to put Mario Maker above Sonic Mania. I think I just have to.
I can see that just because Mario Maker is a more feature-packed game. It's got a lot more going on.
I'm going to put Sonic Mania over Celeste.
Okay.
Just because it's more accessible. Celeste gets really hard. There's a lot more in Celeste.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot... It's simpler and really hard.
Yeah.
It gets really hard towards the end. So I think Sonic Mania is, I think, more fun for a broader audience.
Yeah.
So I would probably recommend Sonic Mania over Celeste. So the way this tier list is working that I'm writing it out is left to right, top to bottom. So Mario right now it's Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Smash Brothers Ultimate, Mario Maker 2, Sonic Mania, Celeste.
Okay.
What other games, Will, do you have that...
I'm looking. The thing is, there's a lot of ports, you know?
Yes.
The Switch is a port machine.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great ports that are on the Switch.
I don't know if I'd put Star Wars Jedi Outcast on there, though.
That is one of my favorite games on the Switch.
Yes.
I would not recommend it.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel dated to me, but I feel like it would feel dated to somebody who's never played it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because like just because the aiming, it's clearly designed to be used with a mouse.
Yeah.
And they didn't optimize it for a controller at all.
Like I slid right back into it.
Yeah.
And it felt good to me, but it's not going to feel good to everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the chat are saying Splatoon 2. I don't know that that's going to make it on the list.
Yeah.
It's a great game. I don't like it as much as a lot of other people. I don't know if I would recommend it to a lot of people.
Right.
I again, it's very good, but this is not something I would recommend.
Here's Rocket League. It's not associated with the Switch.
Okay.
But
it used to be the best party game on the Switch.
Yeah. It plays really well on the Switch. It has cross-platform play, so you can play with anybody regardless of system. It's feature-packed, so like it's not missing anything that the other systems have. You know, and I think, you know, playing it on the Switch, you know, that means you could just play it anywhere in the world. You could take it with you and still keep your game going, so as long as you have internet connection.
I don't know what the hell happened. I got like kicked off my my remote desktop. Anyway, I agree. Rocket League is one of the best games. I'm going to hold it on the list because I think there's a lot of other great games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's top 10. It might be bottom of the top 10.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold it because there's just too much great stuff.
Yeah.
Also, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. I don't know where Pikachu is on this freaking website. That I'm also holding because I think that that's going to be eclipsed by a lot of other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Will, I think I'm going to have to break out my Switch here.
Okay.
And go through all of the games that I own. I think Overwatch might make it up there.
Really?
Overwatch is amazing.
Despite everything.
Despite all the China nonsense,
No, I'm not talking about the China nonsense. I'm talking about the technical issues that were reported.
That's malarkey.
Really?
I had one match that took a while to load.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's no I had no technical problems at all.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Huh.
I think that people just wanted to find problems with the game because they don't like Blizzard right now.
Right.
And it's fine that you don't like Blizzard, but I don't like making up stuff just to have a problem, you
Okay.
know? It's hard to recommend the game
Yeah.
because I don't like Blizzard either right now.
Yeah.
But the game's good.
That's, that's good.
You can't deny that, you
Yeah.
know? So, like, hey, listen, man. Michael Jackson had some great music, am I right?
That's true.
I don't know what the hell.
You know who didn't have good music? R. Kelly.
No, he
Now that
did
we're
not.
thinking about it. Yeah.
He deserves everything that
Yeah.
he's getting right now. What is happening?
I don't know. Are you unplugging a USB drive from your computer
No, it's
from all the way over there?
Oh my god! Imagine the computer just updates itself in the middle of this. So Overwatch has potential to be on the list.
That's a good sign.
Minecraft is also another game I would recommend to a lot of people. Minecraft.
Yeah. I'm going through our list now.
As a Striker, Gunvolt is one of my favorite
You love
games.
that game.
I love that game. I would like to make this list games that we like,
Yeah.
but we're not going to be able to agree on everything.
No, especially because like I've played less games than you, and I know I've played a lot of like different games on the Switch. Like, I'm sure you haven't played South Park: The Fractured But Whole on the Switch.
Oh, well, there's an RPG.
It's a very good game.
Would you recommend that if somebody wanted 10 games for the Switch?
I would recommend it, but I don't know if I would recommend it as like essential Switch games. Like
Okay.
a top 10. You know what I mean?
So then scrap that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because even though I didn't play it, I can respect
because when you talk
how much
about,
you like it, you know?
when you talk about, you know, picking games like the 10 essential games for a platform, you got to pick games that like are not only great but like represent that platform. You know, so something like South Park, you know, it's great, but it doesn't represent the Switch in a way like some other games do. Like I would probably put Doom on there because that's a great game and it represents the Switch in a way that, you know, it's a feature-packed third-person game that looks great, that plays great. They didn't, you know, they cut corners, sure, but there's nothing that like they didn't sacrifice anything that would hamper it in a way where it's not compatible with the other versions of that game.
Now here's a question: Doom or Wolfenstein?
Doom.
Okay.
Because I think Doom's 2016 is better than Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus.
I think I'm. Oh, there it is. So, there's a lot of games that we have that are not on this tier list website thing. Doom, I'm gonna put on the list because that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that under Celeste right now,
Mm-hmm.
but it might get overtaken eventually. But Doom, I think that's pretty essential. If you've never played Doom before, I think that
I think
matters.
it's good.
A lot of people in chat are saying Stardew Valley. I think I would definitely recommend that game to people.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played it. You've never played it. It's not my type of game.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people I would still recommend that game to.
Yeah.
So I can't place it in the list because I've never played it. So I don't know how great it is. I just know it's good, and I know I'd recommend it to a lot of people who would be into that sort of thing. I'm just not into it, so I can't place it. Super Bomberman R. Will, I'm just kidding. That's not going up there. Oh, I think I want to put Duck Game on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not on this tier list, of course.
It's not on our list. I will add it.
Oh, Duck Game's amazing. You've never played it?
No.
Not even at a friend's house?
No.
It is one of the best party games on the Switch. It's so easy to pick up and play. It's a lot like Smash Brothers.
Okay.
Because you have to knock the other person off the map, or you just shoot them and it's one-shot kills. It's absolute chaos, but it's really fun. And you can emote a little bit. You can quack. There's a quack button.
Okay.
I'm going to say Duck Game is one of the best games. Freaking everybody remember that Aegis is Duck Game. I don't know what to tell you. I guess I'll put it under Doom for now.
All right. The Messenger, which I have, but I haven't played it yet.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
People were saying that was better than Celeste when it came out. I love it. It's really good. It starts off very simple, and it adds game mechanics as you play as like upgrades that make it a little more complex. But since you get eased into it, it's pretty accommodating. I don't know if it makes it on the essential list though, because I think Celeste is a easier to digest platform, even though it's hard.
Yeah,
Celeste might be harder than the Messenger. I think Celeste is a lot simpler and easier for people to pick up. So the Messenger might not make it on the list.
Ooh,
but it is an amazing game. And you say you never played it.
Right. I haven't played it yet.
Have you ever played Captain Toad, Will?
I played a little bit of it.
I've never beaten it.
That's a very good game.
I played a substantial amount.
Yeah.
Captain Toad is very good. It might be the tail end of the list, but it's very good. Mm-hmm. You know what's amazing? Katana Zero. Have you never played that?
I was going to ask that. No. Did I play that?
Did you play it at E3?
What was the game at PAX that we played by the Shovel Knight guys?
Oh, that was Cyber Ninja.
Okay.
That game is also very good. It's not out yet, though. But that game's going to be really good. Katana Zero is very good. It's bloody and gory, and there's a lot of cursing in it.
Right.
So I wouldn't recommend it to everybody, but I think it's a game that everybody should try.
Mm-hmm.
People are saying Undertale. People are saying a lot of games that I've never played. Hollow Knight, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not better than Celeste or The Messenger, in my opinion.
Right.
So I'm not putting it up there. I think there's better platformers.
What about Tetris 99? Now,
yeah,
Tetris is one of the best games of all time. And here you have a version of Tetris that you play with a bunch of people around the world simultaneously. And it's hectic and it's brutal sometimes, but it's still Tetris and it's still just as fun as it's always been.
And it's free if you have a Nintendo Switch Online. So I think yes. I think Tetris 99 makes it. Is it on this tier list? You got Puyo Puyo. I don't see Tetris. Does anybody see Tetris?
Oh, well, that is weak.
I mean, I'll just pick another game to take its place. I Am Setsuna is now Tetris. Here you go. Just remember that. Now, where does Tetris go? Tetris might go pretty high. What did I say Aegis was? I forgot. It was right behind Doom. Shoot. Somebody's got to keep a log of what I'm putting up here. Between Doom and Katana Zero.
Minecraft? No,
Minecraft I'm going to put on this list somewhere.
Do we say Dead Cells or?
No, Dead Cells I don't think makes it.
Yeah.
Duck Game.
Okay. Did you put Gunvolt on here?
No, I love Gunvolt. I would not recommend that to everybody. Gunvolt is one of my favorite games, but it's not going up on the list. I'm sorry. Aegis is Duck Game. I Am Setsuna is Tetris 99.
Okay. And I'm going through our game lists.
There was another one I want to throw up here. Minecraft, I just said, might have to go up here. I don't see it on here.
So this is a game I would put on the list, but I don't know if I would recommend it, like included in like this list.
Mm-hmm.
The Sega Genesis Classics Collection.
Yeah, I wouldn't include it on here, just because there's so many other ways to play those games.
I know, but I feel like it's a great. You get 30 games instantly right out the gate. They're perfect to play on the Switch. It's a lot of great variety.
Because I also, if that gets in there, then I would also include the Mega Man X collection.
Yeah.
And then we're getting into the weeds. We can include like all these freaking retro games.
Yeah.
So yes, I think that is one of the best games on the Switch. I don't know if somebody asked me, that they need to buy 10 essential Switch games, I don't think I would say the Classics collection, the Genesis collection. I don't see Minecraft on here.
That's strange.
I think how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's
there you go.
10 already?
There you go. We figured it out.
Wait. Hold on. No. Now we gotta decide, Will. So here's what we have so far. Hold on, wait, let me look at my list and make sure I'm not missing any games because this was too easy. No, we got everything good. Morphe's Law, remember that?
Yeah.
Not good.
Remember Starlink?
Oh boy. How could I forget that one? There's a lot of free games that I would recommend.
Yeah.
For sure. Like Warframe, I would recommend that.
Warframe
to everybody because it's freaking free.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just make
Fortnite.
a rule. Let's just make a rule: no free games.
Yeah.
I think it's easiest. All right, so here's what we have so far on our list. We got Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Super Mario Maker 2, Sonic Mania, Celeste, Doom, Duck Game, Katana Zero, and Tetris 99. In our hold area, we have Mario Kart 8, we have Pokemon Let's Go, and we have Rocket League.
Mm-hmm.
What needs to be subbed out?
Feel like we could sub out one of the. Part of me feels like Mario Kart needs to be on that list.
I think I got to take Duck Game out for Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Because even though Duck Game, personally, I think is a better party game,
mm-hmm.
Mario Kart's just more accessible to
Yeah.
more people. So I think Mario Kart's got to go in there.
But I think that's it then.
Well, does Rocket League deserve to be on the list?
I mean,
maybe it doesn't for the same reasons that the Sega Genesis Classic Collection doesn't, because it's older and it's already on so many other systems.
But I'm thinking like if this is the top 10 list and like Rocket League just misses it, I think that's fair.
Yeah, well, somebody's getting the way I'm thinking about this is somebody's getting a Switch and somebody's getting a Switch and they need 10 games.
Yeah.
I guess, can we assume that they've never played video games before in their lives? If that's the case, then there's a lot of other games that I'd recommend.
Yeah. No, I don't think we should assume that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Rocket League, then no. Then we're saying no.
Yeah.
I might have to sub out Katana Zero for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
I wouldn't. Only because we're getting a new Pokemon game in less than a month.
But then that would just sub out Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Mm.
You know?
I don't think Pokemon Eevee is like Pikachu is that good. Like in the grand scheme.
You know, you're right, because they shouldn't buy it now because soon they're gonna get another one.
Well, like it's good, but like I was nowhere near as excited for those games as I am for Sword and Shield.
Let's not punish this game for the fact that there's another one coming.
All right. Well,
let's judge it on the merits of the game
even
itself.
Still, I don't think it's very like it's good, but I don't think it compares to like other games in the series or other games on the Switch. I think it's almost too simplistic. I think it's I just did not get into it.
Okay. So I would have subbed out Katana Zero for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah.
I think Pokemon Let's Go Eevee is more accessible to more people also. Katana Zero, I don't think it gets hard, but a lot of people said it gets hard.
Yeah.
Is there another game? A lot of people have been saying Mario Party. That game sucks. It's not even like...
Yeah.
It's not even like I don't like that game. I think it's objectively bad, and I know a lot of people like it.
Yeah,
but I think it's I think that it's got a lot of crap going on.
I don't think the Mario Party games are as good as like we think they are, because they're always broken. They have a worse rubber banding AI system than Mario Kart does.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So
I was playing a match,
mm-hmm.
and the order of the people with the stars, completely flipped once the game ended.
Yeah.
When the game ended, they were like, "Oh, you got the least amount of coins. You get a star.
Yeah.
Why the hell does that person deserve a star?" That doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the die is broken. So when you jump up and press and hit the die, it does it based on whatever when you hit the die, it'll stop, and it makes it look like whatever is in the front is going to be the number that you get.
Right.
However, it's the number that's on the bottom, and it just instantaneously flips to the front. So if you're sitting there trying to visually judge when to press the die, you're gonna get it wrong every time, unless you can tell what's gonna be on the bottom of the die. So that's just broken all hell, because each character has their own like special die, and whoever I was playing, the die was something like it was a bunch of 5s and then 2 zeros.
Yeah,
and I kept getting 0 because I kept hitting the 5 when the 0 was on the bottom.
Yeah.
It was garbage. Mario Party, Super Mario Party is not a good game. Super Mario Party, no. Super Mario Odyssey, number 1, most recommended by the Wulff Den.
Yes.
Number 2, Breath of the Wild, which is ridiculous because that game was the first game to come out on the Switch. Number 3, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Super Mario Maker. Now that's a hard decision for me to make because that's my favorite game, but I would probably recommend Smash Brothers over Mario Maker. Number 5, Sonic Mania.
Yes, the reason I bought a Switch to begin with.
Number 6, Celeste. Oh, apparently our video froze.
Oh, great.
What did I say? Number 6, Celeste.
Yes.
Number 7, Doom. Number 8, Mario Kart 8. Now that's another one that's hard for me because I don't like that game that much.
Mm-hmm.
But I would recommend it to a lot of people. Okay, where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4,
8.
5, 6, 7, 8. Number 9, Katana Zero.
Mm-hmm.
And number 10, Tetris 99.